last two classes I discussed about the demand paging and the page fault. You know the paging, mechanism also. So we know that the physical memory is limited, and so how we can manage the more pages into the memory so that we can reduce the page fault. So for this purpose, I also discussed about the page replacement. So page replacement it occurs when a page is referenced but the memory is not available at that moment. So we need to replace a page. So the page replacement, we need to replace a page from the memory when we process is in running, a program is running state, that means process when we access a page which is not in memory, but the memory is the number of pages already occupied in the frames. So we need to replace a particular page from the memory. So there are different approaches for this page replacement. First one, or and most simple is FIFO, first in, first out page replacement algorithm. Page replacement algorithm. Second one is LRU and is optimal page replacement algorithm. There are other page replacement is there. So today I am going to discuss the first one, that first in first out page replacement algorithm. This one is first in first out page replacement algorithm. First in first out page replacement algorithm. It states that whenever a process needs to access a page which is not in memory, it replace the oldest page. Replace the oldest page. Okay. So that means the page, this algorithm keeps track all the pages in a queue. So this maintains a queue. So we know that the principle used in queue is first in, first out. That means the page which entered the memory first, that will be out first. Okay. So that means if the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the page. So, and this is font and this is rear. So this page came first, also move out first. So that means first in, first out page replacement algorithm keeps track all the pages in queue and the oldest page in the front. So when a process needs to access a page which is not in memory, replace the oldest page from the queue or memory, from the memory. So to let us consider an example to illustrate this concept of first in first out page replacement algorithm. Let us consider an example to illustrate this concept. Let us consider the reference string of pages are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the reference string. The pages numbering is like this. So, and also we consider the reference string, and we consider number of frames equals to 3. So let us consider this is the 3 frames are there, and at the beginning the first reference page is 1, but at this moment the among these 3 frames not a single frame contains the reference page 1, so a page fault occur. Clear? So replace at the beginning, all frames are empty, so you can place the page reference string here. Next reference string is 2, also not in the memory. So again a page fault occur. So this is page fault occur, this is page fault occur. So place the reference string page 2 in the threads. Next, process needs to access the reference page 3, which is also does not belong to the frames. So place it here. Again, a place fault occur. Next, process wants to access the page 4, reference page 4, which is not within the 3 frames, but all the frames are occupied by the previous pages. So in this scenario, when page fault occurs and memory not available, then replace one page from these frames, and place it here and allocate the page number 4. So now question is that which page will be replaced by 4. So first in, first out page replacement algorithm states that replace the oldest page. Replace that page which came into the memory first. So among these pages, which page came into the memory first? 1. Reference page 1. So this reference page 1 will be replaced by the new page 4, which is required by the processes at this moment. So replaced 1 by 4 and the other 2 pages remain same. Next one, the reference, again reference string is 1. Process needs to access the reference page 1 and see. Observe that not a single frame contains the page number 1. So again a page fault occur. Again a page fault occur. So according to the algorithm of first in first out, replace that page which entered in the frame, replace that page which is the oldest one, replace that page which came into the frame into memory first. So among these three pages, 4 to 3, which allocated first in the memory? 2. So replace 2 by 1. So replace 2 by 1 and the other pages remain same. So again a page fault occur. Next, process needs to access the page reference 2, which is again not available in the memory. So of the algorithm, first in first out, replace the oldest page. So 3 is the oldest page. So replace the oldest on 3 by 2. Now, so again page fault occur. So next 5 you can move accordingly. So 4 is the oldest one. Replace 4 by the new page reference 5 and 1, 2. So again page fault occur. Now see, next process wants to access the reference page 1, which is already in the memory. So no page fault occur for this case because page number 1 reference string 1 already exists in the memory. So no page fault occur. Next process needs to access page number 2, which is also belongs to the memory. So no page fault occur. Okay. Then 3, but not a single frame contains the page reference 3. So a page fault occur. Page fault occur. So which page among these 3 pages, which page is the oldest one? Check 1, 2, 3, 4 is replaced by oldest one 1. Then 1 is replaced by oldest one 2, 2 is replaced by 3. So among these 3, 4, 1, 3, 4 is the oldest one. Then 2, 3 is the oldest one replaced by 2, 5, 4 is the oldest one replaced by 5. Now 1 is the oldest one which must be replaced by 3. So 5, 3, 2. So page fault occur. Now among these 3 page 5, 3, 2, 2 is the oldest one. Now process wants to access the reference page 4, which is not available in the memory. So replace the oldest page. The oldest page here is 2. So replace the oldest page by 4. So replaced 4 and the other remains same. So again page fault occur. Next 5 already exists. So no page fault occur. So how many page fault occurs for this string? Number of string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 page reference are there. Among 12, the page fault occurs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So number of page faults for this particular scenario cases. For this particular case, the number of page fault equals to 9. Clear? So page replacement algorithm, there are different algorithms are available, different approaches are there. So the first here I am discussing the first one is, which is very simple, that is first in first out page replacement algorithm. which states that whenever a process wants to access a page which is not available in memory, then replace the oldest page by the new one. So applying this concept, we can define how many page fault occurs for a particular reference tree. Here, to illustrate this concept of FIFO, first out page replacement algorithm, we are discussing with a particular example, and we define that number of page fault, how many number of page fault occurs for this particular scenario when we consider the number of pages, the number of frame equals to 3. Clear? Now, question is that we would expect that if we increase memory, that means if we allocate more memory, then the number of page fault reduced. This is our expectation. Okay. So if we allocate more memory, then the number of page fault reduce. Okay, that means more memory means instead of 3 frames, if we consider the number of frames equals to 4, if we consider number of frames equals to 4, that means 1, 2, 3, number of frames 4. So if we increase the number of frames, if we allocate more memory, then the page fault reduce. This is our expectation, but this is not true. All cases may be true, may not be true. Not all cases it is true. Okay, so let us explain this same example. Let us illustrate that our assumption, our expectation not true. So in this case, number is for frames equals to 3, and consider number of frame equals to 4. Then what will be happen in this case? So let us see. Number of frame equals to 4 frame. So process needs to access page reference 1, not available. So it is fault occur. Same concept you apply. Hope you can do yourself. Now page reference is 2, and you memory allocated here. So 3, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in each cases page fault occur because the particular reference page does not belongs to the page or memory. So now one process needs to access the page reference 1, which is already exists in the page. So for this case, no page fault occur. Then 2, also you see that the second frame already contains the page reference 2. So no page fault occur in this scenario also. No page fault occur. Then 5 does not belong to the frame. So a page fault occur for the page reference 5. Now question is which page will be replaced by 5? The oldest one. Here oldest one is 1, because 1 allocated first. 1 came in the memory first. So 1 will be replaced by the page 5. Page 5. So this will be 1 is replaced by 5, then 2, then 3, 4. Then 1, reference string is 1, does not exist. So which among these four pages, which one is oldest one? The page number 2. Page 2 is the oldest one. So the 1, now 5, 2 will be replaced by 1, 3, 4. A page fault occur. Then 2 again does not belong to the friends. So 3 is the oldest one. 3 will be replaced by page number reference 2. 5, 1, 2, 4. Clear? Now the reference string is 3. See, 5, 1, 2, 4. Not a single one is the reference string 3. So 3 must replace one page from among these 4 frames. So which one is the oldest one? 4. So 4 will be replaced by 3. 4 will be replaced by 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, again a page fault occur. Then 4 does not belong to the frames, any one of these 4 frames. So, and among these 4 pages, 5 is the oldest one. So 5 will be replaced by 4. 5 will be replaced by 4, and others remain same. Again, page fault occur. And the next reference string is 5. See, 5 also does not belong to the any one of these 4 frames. So replace one page which is oldest one from among these 4 pages. Which is the oldest one? 1 is the oldest one. 1 allocated first in this memory. So 1 will be replaced by the 5. So 4, 5, 2, 3. A page fault occurs. So how many page fault occurs if we increase the number of frames? See, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we increase the number of frames from 3 to 4, then number of page fault equals to 10, and in this case the number of page fault equals to 9. So our expectation does not meet. So what we expect, that if we increase the number of frames, that is if we increase the memory, if we allocate more memory, then the page fault increases. Instead of, if we consider the number of frames equals to 3, then number of page fault equals to 9. And if we consider the number of frames equals to 4, then number of page fault occurs 10. So it increases. So that this phenomena is known as Haldia anomalies. Haldia anomalies. Okay, Haldia anomalies. Haldia anomalies. What is Haldia anomalies? It states that in case of first in first out page replacement algorithm, if we allocate more pages, then number of frames increases instead of decreasing. So this is all about the very simple page replacement algorithm, that is first in first out page replacement algorithm. So first in first out, when we need the page replacement, if process means when a program is being execution state. So that means when a program is in running state. So a process needs to access a particular page which is not available in memory, then we need to, that is known as page fault. Then we need to replace a page from allocated pages from the memory by the new one, which is required by the process immediately. Okay, so that is the required need of page replacement, and there are different approaches of page replacement algorithm, like first in, first out, LRU, least recent used, and optimal page replacement algorithm. So today I am discussing about the first in, first out page replacement algorithm, which states that when a process needs a page which is not available in memory, replace the replace the oldest page from the memory and place the new one. So based on this concept, I illustrate with an example. So this reference to consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we illustrate and we check that how the concept of first in first out implemented and how many number of page fault occurs in case of, if we consider the number of frames is 3 and if we consider the number of frames is 4. Okay, clear. So keep in mind that if we allocate more memory in case of first in first out page replacement algorithm, the number of page faults may increases, and that phenomena is known as Belati anomalies. Okay, so next one,